Good evening, ladies and gents. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's see if everything works, shall we? We're looking good so far. Awesome stuff. How's it going? Akira, welcome to the channel. Isaac again, indeed. It's nice, chilled out. Isaac. Yeah, I don't think that went through. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Who's any goodies yet? I have worn my Fat Shark hoodie pretty much every day since I've been back from Sweden. In fact, since I was out there as well. Just like every day, I've worn it at least a little bit. Absolutely love that hoodie. Yeah, worn the socks. Used the beanie hat. Yeah, it's all good. Much hype. But yes. Horse Boxing Day, they are so good. I'm not like, I like my what are they? Sports socks? Just like the thicker socks. I don't usually wear thin socks like those, but I quite like them. I mean, I've got the pink and blue ones, same as you've got. I also have because, you know, I got quite lucky. So I have them in red and black as well. But these ones are a bit different because instead of having the shark on the back, I've actually got the shark on the top of the foot. So I have these in red and black, orange and black. Hold up, let me have a look. See if I can work out where they are. Oh no. Yeah, so we also have, you can't see those because of the green screen, but they are green and black. And kind of orange and blue as well. So yeah, that's what I've got. Orange and blue is pretty awesome. I do like those ones. Thin socks are very much lazy day indoorsy socks. See, I never really got into them. I never really liked thin socks. Like I'm all about the thick socks. But yeah, these ones I can get behind. And yeah, I've got my hoodie just over here, over there. Bathe, shave, sat with boxers, misses out, baby seat, work tomorrow, quite happy to sit and chill when I do. That sounds good. We're probably going to do like 2 hours or so. Do a couple of hours, not going to be a long one. Yeah, missus at work tomorrow, so I've got the kids, so need to be with it. But yeah, the plan for this year. So I don't know if you've seen in Discord. Claire has kicked my ass a bit. She's fed up of me half-arsing Twitch and kind of hoping something comes of it, but not really giving it the investment I need to in terms of time. So over the Christmas break, she kicked my ass. She was like, right, quit your bitching. Stream every day. She's giving me a year to get the stream as big as we can get it, as strong as we can get it, build up the following, build up the community, build up the stream, and just do it. So we've done a month challenge before, where we streamed every day in November, and that was when I started drinking coffee. We ended that with our 24-hour stream, where we played 21 hours solid of I Want to Be the Guy, and it was great. And, you know, from what I can remember, it was a while ago now, and obviously, you know, the emotional scarring of playing 21 hours of I Want to Be the Guy has taken its toll, so it's all a bit of a blur. But I believe the channel grew quite a lot off of that month. So, we're just going to go for it. Every day in 2019, as much as I am physically able to, I'm going to stream. Even if it's just 20 minutes, if it's one run on Isaac, or if it's, you know, me cleaning the room for half an hour. Or even just a stream off my phone, you know, if we're away, it'll just be me doing a half hour talking to you on my phone from wherever I am. But I am going to try my damnedest to stream every single day this year. So in the stream title, you will notice we have the date, as we have always had, and then we've also got day 1 of 365. So yeah, that's the plan. Every day, we're going to try and rock a stream. But yeah, like I say, it might be a half hour, like I say, one run on Isaac, or just a 20-minute talking to you via my phone. It could be a 24-hour stream. It could be anywhere in the middle. But I am going to do my damnedest to do it. Because, as Claire says, there's no point in me trying to do this and not giving it everything. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to see what happens. And if, you know, we become the next Ninja in 2019, then that would be very cool. Obviously, you know, a bit cooler. I wouldn't say no to his money. I would say no to his hair. But yeah, that's the plan. So we're going to see how it goes, and hopefully the stars will align and it'll all work out. As for tonight, we're going to start off where we started many years ago, and we're going to play some Isaac, because you can never go wrong with Isaac. Any plans to find some new communities or game? To be honest, I've only got as far as planning to stream every day of the year. I am definitely planning on branching out, both with communities and games and networking. I'm going to try and put more time and effort into the networking side of things. There's a couple of people I know I could kind of shout out to, and they'd be more than happy to jump in a game. It's whether that would be beneficial for me as well as being beneficial for them. So obviously I've done some collaborations in the past, and it's very much ended up being you know, I always try and collaborate with people of an equal-ish size to us. You know, I would love to collaborate with someone much bigger, but I'm at that point where I feel like I can't approach bigger streamers because it feels like I'm just trying to leech off them. Which isn't true. Like, I want to collaborate with them because I enjoy their content and I enjoy what they're doing, and I would love to play a game or two with them. But it feels very much like I'd be doing it and it would come across as me just wanting to leech off of them, which isn't what I want to do. On the flip side of that, you know, we've had some situations in the past where we have been the bigger of the two communities. My community is amazing, and, you know, jump on the Khadgar links, and everyone from my community watches myself and watches the other person, but their community doesn't. So my community doesn't really increase, doesn't grow, doesn't gain anything positive from the effort of setting it up and managing it and kind of just doing it. But their community does. and that's always quite difficult to do. It's happened a lot of times, so that does make me hesitant to do it again. Why is that? Why is that doing that? What's going on? Oh, it's just because of that. Okay. Can I change that? There we go. That's what I want. But yeah, so I don't want to be the shadow. Is the long and short of it, basically. So I'm just doing the Facebook and Twitter shout outs as well. So I forgot I hadn't done that yet. Ironing new games. If we could help you dip into some other pools, donation games, etc. For stream setup. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like the physical PC setup I have is great. There's one or two things that I, from a personal viewpoint, would like to make things a bit easier. Things like the Elgato Stream Deck would be quite nice. Just putting that out there. Birthday at the end of the month. Cough, cough, wink, wink. Like a new chair. If I'm going to be doing this every day, you know, I would like to get a chair that's a bit more padded and a bit more durable than this one appears to be now. I've just noticed my green screen is freaking out on me. That down a little bit. That's a bit better. Go with that. Yeah, but the actual, like, the rig, the internet, you know, everything is there. I'm streaming at 720 60 with next to no issues with pretty much anything. In terms of games, definitely, you know, I've always said Humblebee. Thank you very much for that resub. Oh, it's showing up as a standard sub. It's a resub. I know it's a resub, but thank you for the sub. Very much appreciated. No longer sparkly, I know. I didn't want to go for the Twilight look anymore. It's a bit tedious. I've just noticed the camera's shifted. Let me just skip that over there a bit. Hey, Zaf, how's it going? Yeah, like, webcam's good. PC's good. New monitors would be nice just because I'm running, like, my main monitor's 7 years old. 7 years old. 22-inch, 1080p, just about. The second monitor for the chat and everything else is, like, old. It's one of the old Dell, like, office monitors that you can rotate round and you can take off, and, like, it's... Oh, stealth bump. Stealth bump. Stop slacking, you've not had a stream all year. I know. Massive, massive half-assing it there. Yeah, my 55 inch is just about cutting it. Exactly. But yeah, so there's, like I say, there's things that I personally would like to make the stream nicer, but that's mostly just for my benefit. Like I say, the Elgato Stream Deck would be amazing because it just looks awesome and it makes everything easier and it's just there and it's brilliant. But it doesn't really benefit you guys. So it's like, you know, it's not a priority. The chair would be nice because I'm going to spend more time in here on the office chair. This chair is massively uncomfortable now. Like, I have 3 pillows that I'm sitting on top of my chair, and it's still uncomfortable after about an hour. So that kind of thing. But yeah, in terms of games, you know, I've always said, if you guys wish to donate a game, then I, one, will gladly accept said donation. I'll also happily play the game. You know, whether it's a single player game, whether it's a multiplayer game, if it's like a month sub for World of Warcraft, then I'll reinstall World of Warcraft and I'll jump on that and I'll try and play with the people who have donated said sub. You know, I played World of Warcraft years ago, like end of Cataclysm type era was the last time I put any time into it. But yeah, we've got Guild Wars 2 that I put a fair bit of time into years ago with the stream, and then kind of veered off and played other things. But I'd be willing to go back to that if people from the community wanted to play as well. You know, we've been saying for a couple of years now, been trying to find an MMO that the community can get into as much as possible. You know, we tried a couple of the free-to-play MMOs on Steam, and I enjoyed them. Unfortunately, people... Oh, Joel. 19-month resub. Hot diggity damn. Dude. Thank you very much. Resub train hype. Have you considered the combination investment in a desk you can have standing or seated as well as a decent chair? I have looked at like the standing desks. Yeah, they do look very cool. It's something I would definitely consider. And yeah, like you say, combined with that, you know, having a better chair would obviously be ideal. But yeah, as you say, you know, it's the investment. It would definitely be a long-standing investment. It's being able to invest in it that is where all these glorious plans fall down for me, unfortunately. But again, that's something else I'm hoping to change this year. You know, personal goal is to maybe try and get out of retail finally, and you know, look at doing something else. Ideally, with a bit more money. Just gonna put that out there. Streaming, you know, that'd be the dream, because then I can do it perfectly around family life and it all just fits together. More likely, it's just finding something not retail based. And yeah, once I've paid off debts and stuff, you know, things like the standing desk, like I said, I've looked at them before. There's the automated ones that you can push the button and it lifts itself to like pre-saved heights and that kind of thing, and that just looks amazing. And yeah, things like just a better chair, just that kind of thing is realistically more what I'd be looking to invest into. But yeah, from games, like I say, if someone wants to donate a game, I will try my damnedest to schedule it in. And again, if people have recommendations for other streamers that they think might be a good fit to collaborate with, you know, again, I'm not looking for a free ride. I'm not looking to go to a bigger streamer and say, right, I want to grow my channel, so I want to stream with you. I want to stream with people who I enjoy their content that are similar to what we're trying to do over here. You know, the last thing I want to do is approach someone who, for example, just plays Fortnite, because I'd only be playing Fortnite to collaborate with them, if that makes sense. You know, I don't want to change the channel to fit someone else. I want to try and find someone who would be a match for our channel, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, like, that's the thing. Fortnite was just kind of the big example, isn't it? It's like, you think Twitch, you think Fortnite, unfortunately. I'm always going to be a variety streamer. I have no plans on not being a variety streamer. This is something that came off of the Fat Shark contest. You know, lots of people were very quick to point out that I had very little game time on Vermintide and I was a variety streamer. That's not going to change. You know, I am always going to have a spot for Vermintide. Always. Same as I'm always going to have a spot for Isaac. I might not stream it a lot. There might be months where I maybe stream it for like 4 or 5 hours in that month. But it's always going to be there. Because I don't want to just focus on one game. Because if I sit down to stream and actually I want to play something completely different, I won't be able to feel like I can do that, because my community has then built up around that one game. And I've seen a lot of people do it. Yeah, I've been streaming for 6.5 years. I've seen streamers come and go because they've gone, right, I'm going to stream Minecraft, I'm going to stream DayZ, I'm going to stream Dota, and that's all I'm going to do, and I'm going to have this amazing community around this one game. And they get 3 months in and they're just drained on that game they've picked. And it's like they try and switch out, and they're 30, 40, 50 people in their community that they've got coming back every single stream, day after day, disappear because actually they were watching the game, they weren't watching the streamer. What I've always tried to do is be a streamer that people want to watch, and the game is extra. Don't get me wrong, I understand people will tune in for a game because obviously new people, they'll just be scrolling through the video list and they'll be scrolling through whatever game they want to watch. What I hope is that my stream is enjoyable enough for those people to stick around whatever we play. If you commit streaming every day, I'd assume the ability to build on community games will improve a lot from your previous intentions, whereas before the odd staggered playthroughs are more suited. You can like progress with us now. Exactly, and that's kind of where the MMO mindset came from. Was, you know, we can set up an MMO and we can. I was hoping to do it with Dauntless, to be honest, and you know, set up a guild for the community and streaming every day. You know, we can kind of check in every day, even if it's just 5 minutes at the start of a stream. You know, I can jump on and I can have a quick interact with the people in the guild, maybe do a quest or two and then jump into something else. Or we can do like 5-6 hours if the day allows, and we can just play that MMO for the day. Like I say, ideally something free to play would be better. At the moment, just where I am financially, you know, I don't really want to be investing £10-15 a month on a subscription for a game just yet. So something like I say, Guild Wars 2 I already own. I have started before, but I'd be willing to just start from scratch again because it has been a long time. And yeah, just team up, like I say, get a guild running for the community here. We can check out Steam, maybe find a free-to-play MMO on Steam directly, and you know, do it that way. But yeah, it's definitely something I'll be willing to do. And I want to do as well. I've wanted to do that kind of thing for a long time, and like I say, we've tried it in the past, and we found 1 or 2 that were really enjoyable. Unfortunately, 1 or 2 of the guys that were involved in that that game decided to just charge off ahead. So it got to the point where like, I took a week off, or I took a couple of days off, and I'd come back and I'd want to carry on progressing from where I was, but these other guys came from ahead in the game, jumped back and just basically sped run me through the game. There's things like doing the dungeons and that kind of thing, you know, I was just being walked through them because they'd already done them, and they weren't letting me lead. So even though they knew what they were doing, they could have just been the backup. Instead, they were just charging ahead, clearing everything because they'd obviously over leveled because they'd already done it. So yeah, I got very bored very quickly with that. But yeah, like I say, Guild Wars 2, Stealth or 2, I'll comment. Guild Wars 2, I played, it's probably like 2.5 years ago now, the last time I played it. But yeah, what I will do, let me quickly make a new Discord channel. I'm gonna delete the Fat Shark Questions channel. I'm gonna keep the Sweden picks one up for now. I'm going to add a new channel. Games for 2019. So there is a new text channel in the Discord. Games for 2019. Drop suggestions in there, because otherwise I will definitely forget them. Bannerlords, Division 2 and Anthem. Anthem is definitely on the radar. Division 2 as well. I did enjoy Division 1. Let's play Battlefield 5. I would, if, again, you know, if finances allowed, Battlefield 5 is one I would definitely check out. Pong, yeah, there is that. Thanks, Steve. More RPG games, developers like Ark, Atlas. See, Ark is another one that I've looked at. I've never properly checked out. Not for any particular reason, just haven't checked it out. I think I've got like 20 minutes game time on Ark. I mean, this all being said, you know, I have, let me just check, 1,068 games on Steam. So I have a lot of games we could play through. You know. So yeah, we have a lot of games. Let me just ping one of those. Share. I got halfway through doing the Facebook drop. There's things like Elite Dangerous as well. I really enjoyed playing Elite Dangerous, like when it released. So that could be another one we could get into, just as something a little bit different. Decisions like dedicated servers versus public. Yeah, there is that. Too much space trucking. See, I never got to that point. The 2019 challenge: play as many as possible, but you don't have to complete them. See, this is. I remember watching. I'm trying to think who it was now. It might have been Crumps. It was Crumps or it was Potato. I can't remember which one now. This is a few years ago now. But they did like a sub Saturday or something like that. But essentially they did a 30-minute timer. Every 30 minutes they changed game. So they just played a game from their Steam library for half an hour and then swapped. Didn't matter where they were in the game, didn't matter if they could save or not. Half an hour, Alt F4, change game. That kind of thing I have considered doing a few times. Just work from top to bottom. Just start at the top alphanumeric game in my Steam library and just get to the bottom. Do a spin wheel. See, the one complication with this plan is I have to have the games installed. I don't have the storage space to install 1,068 games on my hard drive at the same time. So yeah, it's a tricky one. I would love to be able to do that. Yeah, I mean, if I was to get like a 10 terabyte NAS drive or something stupid, then I could potentially install all my games, and then I could just load them off. That'd be ideal. Again, birthday on the 30th, wink wink. I don't know if there's any way of like finding out how much storage space all of my games take up. I know there's obviously like Steam Library Calculator or whatever the hell it is, Steam Wallet Calculator, that tells you how much your games are worth. But I don't know if there's a way of finding out how much storage space all of the games together take up. Battlefield 5 is currently on sale on Amazon for every platform. Amazon. And what would we want Battlefield 5 on? Would we want it on PC? Would we want it on a console? If it's a console, which console would we rather? Battlefield 5, $33.99 on PS4 and Xbox One. PC Origin Instant Access is $59.99. PC download Origin code is $27.99. And PC is $29.99. So yeah, about £30. Because this is the other thing. I can see now we're not really going to get to the game. I'm okay with that. Joel said Xbox we can play. Prioritize a wish list. Yeah, I need to go on my Steam wish list and reprioritize that. Really, it's like 100 and 200-ish type games on my Steam wish list. But I haven't looked at it in a while. I am not on Humble Sub. I've obviously got like the Humble affiliate link and stuff for you guys to use, but I'm not on the Humble Sub myself. Because I know like a small part of me, not the small part in my pants, a small part of me has been considering checking out PUBG again. Just from a curiosity point of view. Because I did enjoy PUBG for a while. It definitely hit the point where I was playing it because I hit that point with the stream where I'd stream so much PUBG kind of comparatively for the amount of time I was streaming, the amount of that time that was PUBG, it kind of felt like I had to play PUBG every stream. And I just burnt out on it. That combined with the fact it was buggy and glitchy as hell, and like the buildings didn't load in, and then I was dead, and it was just like. But yeah, a small part of me has been considering just checking it out for a few games, seeing if it runs okay now. But then part of me really doesn't want to kind of like open that door again. Or find you if you play that. That's part of the reason I don't want to open that door, because Steve scares me. See, Division 2 and Anthem, like I say, they are two that are very tempting. I really enjoyed the first Division game. And Anthem looks like it could be really good. I did play Fortnite on stream once. I downloaded it, I installed it, I loaded it up, and then I streamed. And I played one game, and then I uninstalled it, never looked back. Hey, Wiggles. Play some D2. The thing with Destiny 2 is that I don't have any of the content. I got access to Slade's copy on PS4 when it released. I think it was Slade's anyway. I like played through the campaign just after release on PS4, enjoyed it, and then kind of stopped. And then the PC release came out, and I got gifted a copy on PC. So again, played through it on stream, but because I'd already played it, I didn't prioritize it as much. But yeah, seeing some of the newer content, it has piqued my interest on it again. But I don't own the newer content, so it's like. But yeah, Wiggles, Jimmy Wiggles is a guy that I work with, and he's an awesome guy. He's a streamer as well. He hasn't streamed for a little while. He kind of took the Christmas, New Year break off, and he's umming and ahhing about whether to do it again, but I'm trying to kick his ass so he does it. But yeah, he's a good guy. Go and give him a follow. He is big into Destiny. which I kind of forgive him for. But you know, it's not everyone can be perfect. But yeah, he's awesome. Definitely go and give him a follow. Show some love. But yeah, because I was chatting to Steve the other day actually on Discord, and he pointed out about Wildlands, like Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is another one that I picked up and I really enjoyed. And then I just stopped playing it. And I think this is something that, if I want the stream to grow this year, if I want to make the most out of the stream this year, I need to stop doing it. I need to just pick a game and actually put some time into it, other than Isaac. Like if I'm going to pick up something like Wildlands or Division 2 or Anthem, they're big ifs because of money. But if I pick up a game like that, I need to just give it a month and just, that's what I'm playing for the month. Back, but year 1 D2 was trash. Year 2, however, content drops like every 2-3 months. It's not my play, but I've heard good things about Crosscode. Again, please drop these suggestions into the new channel on Discord, because otherwise I will forget. But yeah, Wildlands, I loved it. I loved the open world. I loved sitting on top of a mountain and trying, and usually failing, to snipe into a base and pick out guards while Steve stood at the back watching and laughing at me. Mountains and Pickers, I still have that clip on the highlight reel. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks for that, Steve. I loved that point. Hello. Do you want to come and say hello? Oh.
On TV.
What's this? Willow says hi. Are you done? What are you doing? Yeah?
You want to play?
You can't play this one.
Say bye-bye, Daddy.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You're gonna move everything around again. Yeah, Crosscode. I have not heard of that one, not gonna lie. That's the bin! You don't want to go in the bin? Yes, it's a pick and mix cup, but it's empty. Always got Warframe, massive amount of content. Yeah, see, Warframe, again, it's one that we did check out on stream. I think that was one that we put some time into and played it like every stream for a month. I enjoyed it. I couldn't see how it was going to change. Like, we were only on, 25, 30 hours gameplay, and already it was like, okay, so I need to redo that level 2 or 3 times to try and get this one thing. And yeah, like, the gameplay was interesting. It was a nice mix on the MMO feel, being like the third person hack and slash shoot 'em up. But yeah, I don't know. It's still one that I would be willing to go back to. But I think at the time when I was playing it solo with randoms. I think it's one of those games that will be a lot more enjoyable if I play it with other people in the community. It's exploded, flying through space, blowing in a ship searcher. See, that was definitely lacking before. I'm a girl woman. Haven't touched any new stuff. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, I would love to get into a community game with you guys. Like I say, I own Guild Wars 2. There was that. I can't even remember the name of it now. I know, Steve, you jumped in on it with us. That free-to-play MMO directly through Steam. Life for me, can't remember it now. Um, I'm just trying to have a quick look for it now. Oh, these are just new releases. I don't want new releases. I want all of them. Free to play. Obviously, there's like... oh god, what the hell was it called? I completely forgot the name of it. War Thunder. Just to mix things up a little bit more. I won't be able to find it now. It's just going to bug me. Well, the problem is you search for free-to-play MMO on Steam and it gives you like all of the DLC content for the free-to-play MMO games. Which isn't what I'm looking for. As soon as I see the name, it'll be like, oh yeah, of course that's what it's called. I just can't for the life of me remember what it is. And obviously because it's a free-to-play one, once it's uninstalled, it removes it from your library. Until you go back and try and download it again. I like War Thunder a bit. Yeah, just a little bit though. Heat Signature is far better at flying through space and budget. Heat Signature is ace. That's another one that I would love to get back into. Put some more time into. Just hate yourself completely and just get into EVE Online. I have never played EVE Online. Ever. Have to get a divorce and quit your job, but you'd be a space cowboy. I don't think I'm willing to take that risk. Getting Division 2 on PC. Probably Xbox. If Anthem didn't take all my time. Yeah. Games like Rust. Again, Rust is another one that I've never checked out. Just because I haven't. It hasn't been through not wanting to. I just never got around to it. Oh, what the fuck was this game called? It was like a fantasy MMO. You had to try and like capture dragons and stuff. Riders of Icarus, that's the one. Riders of Icarus. So we checked that one out for a while. But yeah, like I say, some of the guys that we were playing that with, like I say, Steve joined me in game for a little bit with it. And there are a couple of other guys that are still like in this community, but they just haven't had the chance to come out of our. But yeah, the game was okay. It was free to play, so there were the obvious like incentives to go for the premium option. But yeah, we probably had, like, in fact, I could probably click on it and tell you how many hours game time I had on it. 33.8 hours, and yeah, we pretty much hit the level cap. And we're at the point where we just needed to grind to improve gear and stuff. I'm just gonna switch back to this screen so you get the bigger camera, because we're still talking after like almost an hour. Team Overwatch. See, again, I own Overwatch. I never really got into it properly, but I think if I was gonna play with you guys in the community on the understanding that I'm playing to have fun with it, then I'd be up for it. I'm never going to play a game like Overwatch or CSGO or anything like that to be good at it. Like, if I improve, that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm not going to lose sleep over being in like diamond rank or whatever the hell. You know, if I get a win in a stream, then that'll be cool. Siege, another one, you know, do enjoy playing Siege. would be more than up for teaming up with people and you know, having a couple of games on Siege every now and then on the basis of it being fun. Rocket League as well. Rocket League is another one that I would be more than up for teaming up with people and just jumping on to random games. And if we get to a point where we're not failing horrendously every game, maybe jump in for some ranked stuff. But I enjoy playing, shoot 'em ups like Overwatch. I enjoy playing games like Rocket League for the arcade factor. I just don't have the time to put into them to be amazing at them. But yeah, I'm always up for playing them. They're all the C4. All the C4. Play fun is the best, and I'm made for better hearts. Exactly. Definitely the full team for that on Overwatch. Community isn't great. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I played a little bit of Overwatch when it came out and enjoyed the game. Community less so. But yeah, all this, like I say, all these games, Rocket League, Siege, even Overwatch, some kind of MMO, be it Guild Wars 2 or Warframe or some other kind of free-to-play. Dauntless, if we set up a guild on Dauntless, then you know, I would love if we could put some time this year into getting some form of community game up and running. That would be ace, and I'm more than happy to you know, get the guild up and running, or you know, set up the team in Rocket League or whatever, and kind of do that bit. But yeah, I need to know that people are interested and are up for doing it. Same with like Division and that kind of thing as well. I know that games like Division and Wildlands and stuff are trickier because of the limitations on the team thing. So like, I know with Wildlands you could be in one squad. They had the whole like squad ranking setup thing through their website. And again, because of the more limited time that I could play it, there were people that I wanted to team up with regularly, but didn't want them to have to like sign up to the squad because there were other people that they could put more time into, which is understandable. And I guess to a point it's that kind of thing with an MMO as well, is that, you know, if you sign up for the guild, it's not necessarily gonna be, for me, a full-time, you know, 24/7 thing. When I have the option to play it, I'll play it, and, you know, guild people will come first, and we'll do the quests and the raids and all that kind of crap. But potentially, you know, there'll be a week or two where I just don't get onto the game. Yeah, older game would probably be better because it's going to be cheaper, if not free. Kind of hardware wise, it's going to be more accessible. Something like Guild Wars 2 could work quite well. I don't know if Guild Wars 2 went free to play. I think it might have done. Guild Wars 2 game shop. Buy Guild Wars 2. Okay, so they've released 2 expansions. Path of Fire is £26. That comes with the base expansion. Oh no, that looks like it's everything. So Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire is the full base game and the expansion and 1 max level boost. The minimum requirements for Guild Wars 2 are Windows 7 or better, 64-bit only, Intel Core 2 Quad 2.4 gig, Core i3, Athlon 64X2 or better, 4 gig of RAM, GeForce 8800 GTS or ATI HD 2900, 50 gig hard drive space, broadband internet connection, and a keyboard and mouse. There's Heart of Thorns as well, which is the first DLC, which is also $25.99, which is again the Heart of Thorns DLC and a max level boost. $42.99, so £43 gets you both DLCs and 2 max level boosts. So you get Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns and 2 max level boosts for £43. So it's like £10 cheaper than buying them separately. But yeah, it looks like the base game is free. Guild Wars 2 releases. Oh, download game. Yeah, so it's just there. So skadoosh. That there is the link for the base game. And yeah, the base game's free. So that could be one we check out. As a community, just jump into that. Like I say, I'm more than happy to like drop a new character for the sake of exploring it with the community. And you know, if it's a game that we get really into, then potentially look at the DLCs down the line. But yeah, for now, just like jumping on something like that on the free to play mode. Obviously, if we get enough community members in, then we can set the guild up. We can, you know, try and work out things like crafting and making sure that all the resources and the crafting stuff is covered. Because, you know, you don't want a guild full of, I don't know, I'm thinking World of Warcraft here, but you don't want a guild full of leather workers when you could have a leather worker and a weaponsmith and an armor smith and a gem crafter and an enchanter and an inscriber and you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's something that, you know, again, if it goes down well, we could look at. I'll obviously set up a Discord server room for whatever game it is, the same as we did with Riders of Icarus. Executioner available. I'm sure it could be arranged. But yeah, like I said, I mean, the game's free to play. It's a fair few years old now in the grand scheme of things, so a lot of people should be able to run it with very little issue. And yeah, it would be cool to get a game that we could all just jump into as part of the community. Yeah, exactly that, Akira. And this is something that I'm going to look at in the next few days, and very much open to input from you guys as well. Is things like, you know, if we're going to be doing this every day, then there could be a day when, you know, I just do solo stuff. I could do a day of Isaac and a day of Vermintide and a day of FTL and a day of Heat Signature and a day of whatever MMO we end up on and a day of whatever else, and you know, just kind of go through it like that. We could do a day where we cycle every half hour and just work down the list. You know, the one thing that's gonna be a part of streaming every day is that I'm not going to be able to set a definite time limit a lot of the time. It'll be a case of like, we'll aim for a couple of hours. It might be that after half an hour I need to shoot off. I might say, you know, I think I'm only going to do half an hour, and then 3 hours down the line we wrap up the stream. As I said at the start of today, there might be some days where I'm not at the PC, so it'll be a stream from my phone. So it'll just be me on the phone, just having a chat with you. You know, just doing a bit of a mini AMA type setup, and just go for that. The goal is just to stream every day. Like I say, whether it's a 20-minute run on Isaac, whether it's a 24-hour marathon, you know, it might be from my phone, it might be something really in depth. We'll do 24 hours of Guild Wars 2. You know, it's going to be a huge variety of things. But hopefully, it'll be good. I mean, I've just been rambling for the last hour. We haven't played any of the game. And I haven't dropped below double digits in the viewers, which is freaking awesome. Magic Gathering Arena, exactly that kind of thing. Minecraft, probably not so much. I played Minecraft on the stream, I can't even remember how long ago now. 4 or 5 years ago. We had a guy who set up a server for us that we did all the whitelisting on, got people in, and that's the one time I've been DDoS. Yeah, had this whitelisted server, was quite open with the whitelisting. Guy came in. Oh no, it wasn't even that. The server itself got to the point where I was kind of enjoying Minecraft. I was very much kind of... Again, that's another one. I got to the point where I was playing Minecraft because I felt like I needed to play Minecraft. But yeah, it got to the point where I logged in one day to the server and someone had gone around and just set up music boxes around the server. But they hadn't just put them on like floor level, they'd mined in and they'd buried them. So you log into the server and all you hear is this clicking and this chimes going off, and it's just like, I don't want to be on here anymore. So yeah, there I was kind of getting close to just giving up on the game a bit. And then what topped it off was this guy came in the chat. It's the first time I'd been in, and he was kicking off about something, I can't remember what now. And then I think he just spammed emotes, or he spammed caps or something. And obviously, as he does, Hatterbot got trigger happy and timed him out. So he got timed out, and then my stream died. It only died for about a minute, and then it came back up. Got back into the stream, loaded the game back up, job done. And this guy came back in, or he'd got a friend to come in, and his friend started kicking off and was like, "Oh, we just killed your internet." This, essentially, the long and short of it was, they were claiming to be from this hacking group. And yeah, this guy who came into the chat had gone off to his friends to say, "Oh, this guy's been a dick and banned me from his channel. He'd only had a timeout." So this group had decided to DDoS my stream. At which point, I stood my ground and was like, "No, actually, what's happened is, your guy came in, started kicking off, started shouting and, you know, doing all the caps and all the angry faces. He got timed out by the bot, and then did the thing." This guy was like, no, that's not what he said to us. And I went, right, okay. Scrolled back up through the bot, copied the chat log, pasted it, and the guy went, "Yeah, okay, we're sorry, that's on us. We'll have a chat with him." And they pissed off, and that was it. But it was like, the only time that had happened, and to this day has still happened, was when I was playing Minecraft. And it's just like, between that and the trolls in the game setting up all the sandboxes, it was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out with Minecraft. Is the long and short of it. But yeah, something like Magic the Gathering Arena, some kind of card game type thing, I'd definitely be up for getting into. yeah, something with a bit of a competitive edge against the chat as well, like say Magic or Gwent, I guess is another one, Hearthstone, that kind of stuff. All viable options. But yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah, to summarize the last hour, I want to stream every day this year. Claire has encouraged me to stream every day this year, to stop bitching about it not growing, and stop bitching about it not being where I want it to be, and just be like, right, okay, boom, here we are. Every day this year we're going to stream, make the most of it, get the channel grown as much as possible, and just, yeah, give it 110%. Any help you guys want to throw in with that would be very much appreciated. Whether it's game recommendations, whether it's game donations, whether it's just hanging out in the chat and joining me in a game, whether it's recommending other people that stream to team up with and, you know, maybe do a one-off collaboration with them, that kind of thing. We could, you know, as a community, we can maybe come up with goals for, I don't know, like follower numbers and sub numbers and that kind of crap as well. You know, if we hit this milestone, then this could be a goal, and that kind of thing. Thursday Thirst Plays, where you play new games plastered off your face. I don't know how likely that's going to be. You know, this is the thing with the incentives, is you have to take into account the work and the family. Not sure how viable it'll be to sit here and get absolutely smashed and then look after a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old the next day. And it's against TOS, exactly. You don't want to put all this effort in and then get banned on the TOS. That would suck. But yeah, I'd say everyone get Guild Wars 2 installed. If you want to jump on, like I say, it's an older game. It'll run on like £200 netbook at this point. Maybe a slight exaggeration, but you get the idea. I'll get it reinstalled as well. And then yeah, maybe we can check that out as a community. Yeah, set up a guild on it and just have a laugh with it. Even if I do kind of a mix and do like a game on Isaac and then that, or a game on Vermintide and then that, you know, it doesn't have to just be one game a stream. And yeah, like I say, things like Zarpenkaka. Thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the community. Yeah, things like Division 2, things like Anthem, they are on the radar. How achievable it will be is a whole other issue from a financial point of view. But they are on the radar. So if I get them, then I will definitely be jumping on them on stream with you guys. Same as Destiny 2 as well. I am tempted to reinstall Destiny 2 on PC and jump back into that. Like I say, I only have the base content. But I would be up for playing through that with people. And yeah, just kind of see what happens. Which day am I aiming for? For which bit? The MMO, like Guild Wars stuff. I mean, we can kind of... Again, we could do it off of the interest that's there. Like, if there are certain days that work better for you guys, then I'll prioritise those days for Guild Wars. Because I don't want to say, you know, Guild Wars will be a Monday night and then actually no one's available on a Monday. Whereas, once we've got an idea of the people who are interested in playing it, we can then maybe jump on and and work out what days would be best suited for those people, with the potential to tweak it around as and when we need to. It might even be we just invest a month into it and just do a month where, like I say, I do a run on Isaac or a level on Vermintide, and then we jump into Guild Wars for the rest of the stream. It's at the moment, it's very much open. The only plan I have is to stream every day. So yeah, this is very much open to advice, suggestions and input from you guys, especially the Guild Wars thing, because if it's going to be something we do as a community, it's kind of important that you guys are involved in how it works from my point of view. I mean, going back to things like Wildlands, the part of the reason I stopped playing that was because I stopped using the Xbox. So then I stopped Xbox Live, and obviously without Xbox Live you can't play the game online, so that was a big factor in stopping playing that. And I think moving forward I would probably be trying to stick with PC as much as possible, just because it's then, you know, it's not another spend doing the Xbox Live stuff. Obviously, if, you know, finances settle out in that way that everyone hopes they do, and I can then afford the Xbox Live sub, then I'll do it, and that then opens that up as a possibility as well. As it is, I'm paying for the PS Plus at the moment. Don't get me wrong, I am considering it just to get back on Wildlands. Even if I just do like a month to invest into Wildlands and see how that goes. But yeah, that was a factor in it. It was the additional spend that I couldn't afford realistically. But yeah, I've got PS Plus running at the moment, just because 95% of the games I own on PlayStation are through PS Plus. So if I stop that, I lose my game library. And obviously I've got the PC side of things as well. Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be appreciated. Just give us a heads up if there's a really good offer. I mean, I know there was the one back in, well, it was when Sea of Thieves launched, where you had like 2 months of live and 2 months of the Game Pass, and that was like £1 a month or something. So I jumped on that, but then I didn't really get on the Xbox in those 2 months. So it was like, yes, I'd only paid £4 for live and Game Pass for 2 months, but I'd probably got about 2 hours game time out of it. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Like I say, gonna stream every day, or stream something every day. With the aim to get the community as big as we can. Any help you guys can give with that, in any way, would be awesome. Like I said, it doesn't have to be financial help. It can be suggestions. It can be recommendations. I'm gonna look at like affiliate stuff as well, because we've got quite a few affiliate links in the running at the moment that I know just aren't really getting used. So I'm going to rejig all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so like the affiliate links and stuff, like I said, there's a lot that aren't being used that are kind of just taking up advertising space, I guess, for the stream. So yeah, I'll rework that. I know there's a couple of websites that I've found that work on. Ooh, Joel, thank you for the biddies. Hugely appreciated. Your total's upsetting me though. 5554. 5554. Yeah, there's a website I found. I think it's called like Affiliate Hunter or something. Sponsor Hunter, something along those lines. But it basically just lists a lot of companies. There we go. How to get more biddies out of people. Point out their odd maximum numbers. Dude, thank you very much. It is just water before anyone gets excited. But yes, it's things like gaming chairs, it's game codes, it's just random like gaming merchandise stuff that might be a bit more relevant and potentially get a bit more use. So again, from a more in-depth stream growth point, you know, the financial side of things like the biddies, the donations, the subs are amazing and very much appreciated. But ideally, if I can set up some stuff that you guys get something out of as well. So things like the Amazon link were great when it was getting used because you guys were shopping on Amazon anyway. You were spending the same amount you would anyway, but your purchase gave something back to the stream as well. And that all kind of added up. Whereas now that doesn't really seem to get used. And we've got like, we had CD keys, we had G2A links, we had Game Fan Shop, we've got the Humble partner link, so I get a cut if you guys sub to Humble Monthly or if you make a purchase through the Humble store. But none of them seem to really be getting used. And I don't know if it's just that I need to advertise them more or if it's just something you guys don't use. In which case, the last thing I want to do is sit here and spam the links out saying please use this thing if you guys don't have any desire to use it anyway. So I'm going to have a look at that stuff as well. Like I say, check out this Sponsor Hunter website and see what stuff's on there. And kind of drop the things that I find on that site into Discord and get your guys' feedback on it and say, look, I'm thinking of doing this one, and this one. Is anyone interested? Do you think they're going to get used? And then decide whether it's actually worth me applying for it. Zero, you haven't missed the stream. It's a bit of an odd stream this time because it's basically just been me talking, doing a bit of a prologue for the year. So yeah, we've just been chilling out, just having a chat, working out what's going to go on for the next 12 months, and yeah, just very chilled. Do I need something like code? I don't need one at the moment. I will definitely hit you up if the situation arises. At the moment, I think my Xbox is in a bag down behind me somewhere. It got put away when we moved everything around. Probably not long after I stopped playing Wildlands, to be honest. No, Sea of Thieves. Finished playing Sea of Thieves last time, and yeah, everything got moved around. So the consoles went in the bags, and the PS4 made it back out, and the Xbox hasn't yet. But I am considering just plugging the Xbox into the PC and having it accessible there. But yeah, if it comes up, then I'll definitely hit you up for that, buddy. It's appreciated. Yes, haven't seen me since the last Fat Shark stream, and for that I apologise. I haven't been on my PC since the last Fat Shark stream. This is the first time my PC's been on in 3 weeks-ish. Since the last stream before the Fat Shark stream. But yeah, the room that I'm in, it just became a bit of a dumping ground for like the Christmas prep and for my stuff and for rubbish, and you know, the streaming was not going to happen. in the room. But yeah, my missus very kindly sorted it all out whilst I was at work today. So I've come home today and I've been able to just come in and get on with it, which is awesome. There's kind of like the encouragement she's given me to just get my ass on and stream. Is that, yeah, she sorted the room out for me so I could just do it, which is awesome. But yeah, essentially to summarize, for yourself and anyone else who's missed it, I'm going to stream every day this year, be it a 20-minute Binding of Isaac run, be it a long marathon stream. It might be a quick AMA from my phone if I'm not available on the PC, but there will, as much as physically possible, be a stream every single day in 2019. So yeah, all the hype for that. All the hype for that. But yes, Zero, how are you doing, good sir? Thank you for coming and checking us out again. It is very much appreciated. But yeah, I guess at this point, what would you guys like to see in the stream this year? We've had a couple of suggestions. I'm just going to drop a list of the suggested games so far in that channel. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to yourself. Happy New Year's to everyone in the stream. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Considering I've had like 3 weeks off of this channel and 2 weeks off since being on the Fat Shatter channel, to come back and be on double digits pretty much the whole stream where I've basically not played a game and just sat here talking is pretty freaking awesome. So thank you everyone for the support on that point of view. Super Metroid. I have never played Super Metroid. Please don't hurt me too much. I played Metroid Prime 1, finished Metroid Prime 1 and 2, played 3, never finished it. I have never played Super Metroid. Elder Scrolls Online, that's another one we did check out on stream, so I have an account for it. I think my brother actually bought it for me, because he was playing it on Xbox, and he bought it so that I could potentially, he bought it for me on PC, because it's cross-platform. And I played it, but never really got around to playing it with him. But yeah, we started it off, and again, I enjoyed it. It definitely felt different to like Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim, because it had the MMO element to it. So the gameplay was slightly different. But what put me off at the time, and again this was like 2-3 years ago, is that there was no Thieves Guild and there was no Dark Brotherhood. Which for me is the primary thing I do on an Elder Scrolls game, is I jump straight to those two factions and I get to the top of them, and then I remember there's a whole other game to play. So here was me like looting everything, hoping to find a fence to sell it to, and I got to the first big town and there was no Thieves Guild and there was no Assassin's Guild, and then I quite quickly lost interest in the game. Like I say, this was a few years ago. I am of the understanding that those have now been added into the game. So again, it could be one I'd be willing to go back to with people. I was also playing it solo at the time, so that was another kind of negative to it, I guess. Is that I was trying to do all this stuff on my own, and as much as I don't want to be walked through a game, I enjoy an MMO a lot more if I have someone else with me things like partying up for quests, things like partying up for dungeons, just being able to trade back and forth a bit and do like the crafting side of things, you know, just have someone else to bounce off of. Whereas doing a game like that on your own, it can be quite tedious, and I think it did hit that point. And then the lack of the two factions that I mostly play an Elder Scrolls game for was kind of the final nail in it, unfortunately. Super Metroid is a must. I will definitely try and work out a way of playing it. I don't have a NES Mini, unfortunately, so that option is out at the moment. But yeah, I will try and work out a way of doing it. But Destiny 2 did come up earlier. Destiny 2, I played through the whole campaign, the base game, when it released on PS4. I then went back to it when the PC version released and started playing through the campaign again, and then kind of drifted off of it. Would be willing to go back to it again. Would be better if other people jumped in too. I don't have any of the DLC for either release. I think I only have access to the PC version now anyway. But yeah, I don't have DLC with it. So it would just be base game, and if I enjoy the base game enough, I would be willing to look at the DLC. But I'm the same with anything. Like I'm the same with Guild Wars, for example, that we talked about earlier. I'm not going to put additional money into the game with the hopes that I'll enjoy it, because I just can't afford to do that. You know, if I play a game, so go back to Destiny and actually really enjoy it again, then I'll look at maybe putting some money into it. If we go to Guild Wars 2 and actually it becomes like all we want to play, then yeah, maybe I'll pick up one of the expansions. Uno. Dos? I'd be willing to play Uno. One thing that I've talked to Claire about that I would quite like to do is some kind of board game stream. And I don't mean on like Board Game Simulator or Tabletop Simulator on Steam. I mean actually like setting up some kind of capture thing for myself and Claire and potentially one or two other people to sit around a table and stream a tabletop game, stream a board game. But I'm kind of thinking of the logistics of doing it, and I'm not entirely sure how doable it's going to be. I kind of know what I'd need to do, but I just don't physically know how to do it. Because we've got, like, our dining table downstairs is more than big enough to play the game. And I know what I'd need to do is set up some kind of, I need to build a frame, like a tripod or something, to stand on the table and then have a camera pointing down. So I need the tripod, with like a box underneath it that I could sit the camera pointing down in. So that bit I can do, because I just need to buy some like pipes from, it's not like a camera's heavy, just buy some plastic pipes from work, strap them together, and then the camera just sit in the top. That's fine. But from there, it's physically getting the camera feed into a PC in a way that means I could stream. Because obviously my stream PC is currently upstairs, the table's downstairs, there's not space for me to put, and logistically it's just not possible to move the PC and all the monitors downstairs for like the 2 or 3 hour stream to then move everything back upstairs again the next day. Yeah, I need to think about it a bit more, but that's something that I've wanted to do in the past, and yeah, it's still something that I'm looking at doing. I just need to logistics it. Yeah, that kind of thing. I mean, as I say, I've got the idea for the frame in my head. I've kind of worked out what to do with that. It's just the physical PC setup in the room around everything else, and it's, yeah, there's a lot more like behind the scenes stuff that needs to be thought out. But it's an idea I've got, and if I can get that in place by the end of the year, then that'll be quite cool. And yeah, just play some of the board games that we've got. And yeah, as you know, as Akira said, you know, jump on Discord with a couple of people and, you know, have the voice chat going, and then I could like move people based on what they want to do. We've got stuff like Pandemic. We've got a game called Dead of Winter, which is like a zombie survival game, but that's very much like base management crossed with having to go and get resources from different locations. And the issue with that game in particular is that there's some kind of hidden objectives, is what I'm looking for. So each character in that has their own personal objective that no one else can know about. So that's when it becomes a bit tricky trying to play that game in a capacity where people aren't there. Is that it makes it very difficult to find out what that objective is, and that messes the game. You win the lottery and every subscriber gets a new PC and VSF. Yeah, need to play the lottery for that, and then win the jackpot, and you know, that is the dream. But yeah, as you said, Stealth, you know, if there's not people online who want to play stuff like Pandemic, that'd be fine, because Pandemic's like co-op anyway, so it doesn't matter so much having the communication side of things. But games where there's like hidden objectives or hidden motives or hidden characters, becomes a lot harder to do that purely over a voice chat. But yeah, as I say, the board game thing is something I'm looking at. I know there's things like Tabletop Simulator that would be achievable. Someone's actually put Dead of Winter on Tabletop Sim. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I've got. I haven't got that one yet. That's good to know. But I have downloaded the Dark Souls board game on Tabletop Simulator, because that's another one I would like to play. That's one I'm definitely not going to afford anytime soon, because it's very expensive to get that game. But yeah, I have got the Tabletop Sim version, so that's something that could be quite cool to do. But yeah, Dead of Winter, like I say, that might have to be one on Tabletop Sim. It's not that I'm going to refuse to use Tabletop Sim. It's just for what I would like to do. I think it would be unique enough that it could be appealing to people. Because, you know, obviously Tabletop Sim is a thing for a reason, and it'd be silly not to use it. But it's open to everybody, whereas setting up this thing and having an actual like board game night with a board game on stream, I think could be quite interesting. Potentially. I could be wrong and people would just sit there being bored. It might not work. The camera might not work. You know, it might not work out. But it's an idea I've had for a little while now, and it's something I'd at least like to try and get to work. But yeah, the idea kind of came to me when I was watching Lethal Frag a little while ago, because he does his pinball streams. And he had, like, obviously the actual pinball table in his room that he played, and he had like an above camera for the table, he had a camera for the scoreboard, he had a camera for his flippers, and it looked quite cool, and that kind of gave me the idea for it. And yeah, I know that like Critical Role, Geek and Sundry, they do obviously their tabletop D&D, and they've got the board and the camera that sits above it, and they've got the cameras for the angles and that kind of thing. So it's something that is around. I just haven't seen it used much in small channels, so I think that could be something that's quite cool. Sounds like open invites to Chris's in summer for barbecue and games. We'll see. We'll see how nice you all are. Exactly, they have a much higher budget than I and more space, you know, being in a studio. They have a table big enough for 8 people to sit around and a board in the middle, so you know, that kind of gives you an idea. Whereas I'm in a room that I could probably lay down in and hit wall to wall. So, hey from me, glad to see you actively looking forward with a sense of purpose and huge props to Claire. Exactly, that's the thing. Claire has well and truly kicked my ass on this one. As I say, she's had enough of me bitching and moaning about it not working out the way I would hope it has. So she's kind of put a timeline on it and said, right, you've got a year. Get it good. How many free open USB ports have I got? I currently have at least 4. I've got 2 USB 3 and 2 USB 2 on the front, and at least 1 or 2 on the back. Yeah, I mean, the plan was for me to play Binding of Isaac. Like, it's here loaded in the background. I didn't realise I was going to be talking for an hour and a half, to be honest. I am going to be wrapping up in a minute, because Willow is still awake and Claire has work tomorrow. So I'm going to have to wrap up and yeah, take over Willow duty. Like I don't live close. I can bring 2 C920s north. But yeah, so I'm going to head out in a few minutes, so Claire can get some sleep before work. But yeah, I probably should have swapped to IRL. My bad. But yeah, so that's... did you get any hints at coming back to the tank Instagram? I didn't. I did kind of try and put the idea in there. And a lot of people said that, you know... I kind of said, if I was to come back, would I be accepted? And they were like, yeah, definitely. So I think the general consensus was that it was a good trip. People seemed to enjoy my company. But yeah, in terms of a return trip, I'm not sure how feasible that will be. One speedrun. Let me go and stick my head in the bedroom and see if she is still awake or if she is on her way.
Mind the gap.
Yeah, we're gonna go from there. See, that's more likely. I can do a 5 minutes and see how far I get. Give me a minute. Let me go and check. I will be right back.
Mind the gap.
This is a security message.
Do not drop litter on the train.
Change. Mind the gap.
London Underground wishes to apologise for any delays.
Didn't even have to go and check. I can hear her talking away. Oh. Alright. 5 minutes. New run. Random. This way at least I've played the game. Can't get banned. Took an hour and a half to get to it.
Stand clear.
All change, please.
There we go. Hey, OCX, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, have you guys enjoyed the stream at least? Even with the lack of gaming? Hopefully you have. That green screen though, I need to sort that out. Need to sort the chroma out. Definitely stealth bow. Unforgivable. Cry myself to sleep. What should I have had? This is the thing, like, I know you guys are joking. Or at least I'm going to tell myself you guys are joking. But if, you know, you guys know what I'm like. If you haven't enjoyed something, I'd rather you told me so I can fix it. You know, if, again, with this whole streaming everyday thing, you know, if I end up playing a game you guys don't enjoy, then tell me so I don't play it again. Because there's no point in me streaming for 4 or 5 hours potentially, and you guys all sat there absolutely hating it the entire time. Whereas if you tell me, I can do something about it. Any plans on continuing with Vermintide 2, Jenny? Definitely. Vermintide 2 has not been forgotten. I am not gonna abandon the game now I've been over to Fat Shark and come back. It's not even remotely a plan. It's purely that tonight I didn't know how the night was going to go, so I didn't want to jump into Vermintide and you know. Oh, I need to get rid of that timer as well, because you know that doesn't count anymore. Let's turn that off. Yeah, just turn that one off. But yeah, so Vermintide 2 will definitely be back. I am tempted to message the guys at Fat Shark and just give them a gentle nudge and see if they can, you know, allocate those achievements that I unlocked whilst I was there, so I don't have to do everything again. But we'll see. Worst case, just have to do it all again, and it'll be a laugh. What we got? A minute and a half. I'm released information about Chris traveling for a second time. No, it would be very cool to go over there again. Ideally with a bit more notice next time. It was a bit mad trying to arrange everything with like 3 weeks notice. Was slightly stressful to say the least. But yeah, absolutely loved being over there. The guys were super friendly, very welcoming. And yeah, if it came up, I wouldn't say no. Just put it that way. Yeah, that first night out was bad. It wasn't. The first night out was good. The day after the first night out, that was bad. Definitely regretted that one. Self-inflicted. Questionable. Cool. Okay. Let's start with that. But yeah, so Vermintide will be back. I absolutely guarantee that. Exit game. I did not. I bought him some sweeties, which have mostly been eaten now. But yeah, I didn't bring back any drink, unfortunately. I meant to. Right, with that, I am going to wrap up. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope it was interesting. I appreciate everyone who's been involved in the discussions. I hope you guys are excited for the year to come. I definitely am. I'll be back tomorrow. Hey, thank you for swinging by at all. It's very much appreciated. You know, always say whether you can be here for 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 hours, however long it is, the fact you've taken time out of your day to come and hang out is awesome. So thank you for that. Yeah, tomorrow, well, I'll try and get Guild Wars 2 installed. Maybe check that out. If not, we'll probably do Isaac and Vermintide. Do a bit less just talking tomorrow. Do some talking with gaming at the same time. But yeah, I'm going to head out. As I say, I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Keep an eye on Discord for a time. Exactly. That's kind of what I aim for. If I can be a pleasant distraction, I'll take that as a win. But yeah, everything's working. There's some behind the scenes stuff I want to get sorted out down the line. But yeah, all the love, all the hugs. Have a great evening. Have a great day tomorrow. I'll catch you tomorrow night. Love you all. I'm out.